Okay, time now 7:38. So it's really important as the clock ticks that I do this. Okay, so I witnessed the DHS get laid out. It was Task Force, DHS, U.S. Army, all that same white nationalist crowd, terrorist, white extremist terrorist, U.S. domestic. So right before I filmed, that's why it was ranging about 15, nothing more than 20, but 20 is really pushing it. 15 minutes. Once they had all gathered to go on film, that was part of the reason why they even came into the terrorist compound. These are people who work for politicians, just so the public knows, every single one of them. They're called staffers. Okay, it's a Republican female politician, Congress member that they work for. Okay, so I went out. This is what I had to do. Don't film them, obviously. You need to go out into the battlefield, which is your house, and that whole fucking block is. So I'm leaving my quarters, my safe zone, and I was in lockdown. I was in lockdown, be a throw pillow, but I can't say how long I was. It seemed like a million years, but then I was up, go, and they came out, okay? And so you heard from my testimony when they came out, okay? So, but you didn't hear what I did because I wasn't allowed to talk about it until now. So I went out for that 15-minute time range, if that, 10, max 20. I'm really stretching it with 20. I mean, because this was like 15 minutes at max. And there's a compartment that's under the toilet that stretches to the sink. It's all carved out. You can witness terrorists operating back there routinely. It has everything to do with IEDs. IEDs, okay? The DHS terrorist was rigging his IEDs, and that's what they were doing under my floor. IEDs. That terrorist you saw vacating ran out because his bomb plot failed. That's why you witnessed, I didn't film them, the special ops flying over their heads in the yard. Okay. All right, so I had to go out there. And when I went out there, I witnessed the door, the hatch door to that whole compartment that goes from under that stairs of the basement of 1507 all the way into this house. There's a tunnel, and there's also a way to get in from the stairway here. Here comes mufflers. Okay, so the hatch door was open, and all this wind was coming in. I can say it now. I never could say these things. It's a real dead ringer when they have the hatch door open. It's like San Francisco breeze coming in from behind your bathroom sink. It's unexplainable unless someone's carving holes in hatch doors and crawling around, right? So that's what they do, and that's how it's got so much wind coming up from your bathroom sink, from the wall. All this fucking air, wind, it's blowing, it's making my hair blow. That is literal. It will make it's like a current of wind. So there's wind coming, and I heard activity, a terrorist, and there was massive chemical weapons gas everywhere as soon as I stepped out of my bedroom door. And I was out there for a matter of 3 minutes max before I had to pull my britches down and go diarrhea. And while I was going diarrhea, engulfed in chemical weapons gas with all this wind blowing from the wall behind and underneath my kitchen sink. But that's where they crawl. They have a whole compartment. That's where they light up and chew on people. That DHS person will probably be dinner soon. They butcher them. Muffler. They butcher them, fry them up, and light my whole house up like a hamburger joint, but it's not food. It smells like 1,000 barbecues in your house. It's all happening from 1507 where you saw the domestic terrorists going up and down the stairs, and they're going over it is what they're doing. They're walking over it, but it's down there. Anyways, that's why there's helicopters here, people, and military here. It's not just people flying and doing air patrol. And that's not what they do. I'm trying to explain it with the little words I have. Okay, so at that point in time, I could smell a dead body. Okay, but now there's multiple dead bodies all the time here. So one comes, one goes. Well, there was another one that was there with all these chemical weapons. I'm sitting on the toilet. I can hear them hollering, "Ah, yeah! Ha, yeah! Ha, ha, yeah!" Like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. They kept talking like that and hollering and laughing, screaming their heads off in the backyard with a dead body in the crawl space. It's a DHS terrorist. It's a DHS. He thinks he's a cop. He's not a cop. He's a fucking terrorist crawling in crawl spaces in a goddamn terrorist compound with a fucking bomb in his hand. You're not a cop, bro. Anyway, so I smelled him. I had all the winds coming in. I know the compartment's open. There's all this chemical gas. My britches are down. I'm fucking suffering, trying to get my shit together here to clean myself up and just orientate myself and figure out why I'm out here. Oh yeah, it's not just to go fucking diarrhea. That's not why I opened my door. Oh yeah, I walked into a fog of chemical weapon. Oh yeah. All these people are screaming in the backyard. It's all these white domestic terrorists from the fucking Congress office. And so I did sorry, let me slow down. I did what I was supposed to do out there. So it took me about a handful of minutes, maybe 6, maybe 7. And that's how we get to the 10, 12, pushing 15 minutes that I wasn't in here. So I fully wasn't engulfed in chemical weapon, dead body, and the compartment for the IED was in full gear because they got to open that hatch door and they got to get the water and all their pipes working. And this stuff beyond my skill level at that point. You're dealing with live explosive weapons. You're dealing with IEDs. You're dealing with some pretty intricate systems here with the water pipes and lots of other stuff and things. So that's why I can never talk about these IEDs or chemical explosives. They manufacture them here on F Street, and they're really, really bad news in 1507. 1507 is so off limits to me. I'm surprised I'm even saying anything about it. Okay, but I did. So when I come back in here, I was like, okay, what's going on out there? There's chemical weapons, corpses, and hatch doors and IEDs. Okay, because I'm used to that. I'm not used to a whole bunch of staffers from a congressperson's office screaming their heads off when that's going on. And don't forget, they had been cramming IEDs into the extra room and into my main room as the staffers billowed out into the backyard. I went out into the hallway bathroom area after all that. Okay, so I witnessed 3 areas where they were loading this place up with IEDs. I witnessed one area where there's a dead body. I witnessed one area that was loaded and engulfed with chemical weapons, poisonous gas. Now again, there's a dead body. Now again, I'm going diarrhea running around in it. So I clean myself up. I'm fine. I'm so grateful to God. That's all that happens to me. I come back in here. I sit down. I wait until I'm supposed to film. It was just a few minutes. I'm not allowed to say how long. I sit down. And then it's go, now, film them. Okay, so that's when I did that. I opened the window, I filmed the whole party, okay? The African-American man, he's super, super, super bad guy. The obvious military man, that's another military man we have filmed on F Street in the backyards, the strawberry red-haired man, military man. And the man with the balding scalp, he looks like he's in his 40s. Anyways, he's really bad news. And then the other one is really, really bad news is the one that told me to stop filming them. Anytime these terrorists look up at me and give me orders, that's self-evident. It's self-evidence what they're all about and who they think they are. So I'm really glad he did that. Thank you for talking to me on camera, dude. Okay, so I don't need to say any more. And then, of course, when the military guy came out, the white terrorist, he's a Russian terrorist from 1511, fucking ran, bailed. Okay, and then at that point in time, you see the special ops come. Goodbye.